All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Morelia Python Radio, and this is episode 604.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about
six more episodes will be in double digits under 600. My God.
right?
Or over 600. Yeah.
Island carpets. I recently saw a post. I think everybody in Morelia probably saw the same post. It was a Fitzroy carpet python.
Yep.
And it was from, I think his name was Canalingra or something like that on Instagram. And I thought it might be cool to talk about some island forms of carpet pythons. And also, I was saying to Owen before we started, I was just finished the Reptile Rejects podcast with Lisa. Mm-hmm. She brought up some interesting points about white lips that I thought might be getting Owen's, getting Owen's take on it.
I like white lips. I have white lips.
I know. Yes.
I think at this point I have more white lips than I've ever actually had before. So.
How many do you got?
I've got 5 golds, 2 blacks.
5 golds, 2 blacks.
Yeah.
So you got what in the golds? You got what?
I got 2.3.
Okay.
In the golds. So my adult pair, and then I have their son and their daughter, and then I have a female from Ryan, which is the same age as the younger. So I have a young trio, and I have my adult pair. And I say young, they need to get in bigger cages. Like they're growing quickly, but it's cool because these are. I feel like I've done the thing where it's like we have a child that's been raised by wolves. Like these are white lips that have been raised as carpet pythons. So like I'm like scooping them up, and I'm like, he's all right being here. Like he's just cool in my hand, and I'm like, all right, Hyperion, you can just go over here, I guess, and just sits down and does whatever. And I'm like, same thing with the female, my other female Calypso, which is the one that was born here. It's the other one. It's the one that Ryan produced, Thea. She's a maniac. So it's like I have on this hand 2 F2s that have been born and raised in my house. They're like chill. And then I have her who's like, you're not Ryan Young. I'm like, it's just like it knows I'm inferior. So yeah,
you ain't the goat.
Yeah, forget you, asshole. So it's funny. And then I have my adult pair where the male is chill with the female psychotic. So, and then I have I have a pair of blackface white lip. I have my female from Lisa. I had a male from Lisa, but unfortunately he died. And then I have a wild caught boy. And the wild caught male is better behaved than the captive born and bred from Lisa.
No shit. Okay.
The captive born and bred female, she's a monster. I mean, she's high strung, she's defensive. So the male is actually larger than her. And that's like the only way I feel comfortable putting the two of them together, because I think you can take the hits and not be concerned about it. But this is their first year. I'm giving them a shot because she's big enough and he's been big enough for 2 years. But I'm wary because he did kill a female. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the choice of white. That's why people are like, when can you be nice? Well,
this is so.
I have other things I'm dealing with. God damn it.
So this is sort of the thing. Well, I'll sort of put it out there so that people will stick around until the end, I guess, if they want to hear about it. But this was sort of the thing that Lisa was bringing up, that, it's very important to feed white lips as you're going into breeding season. And, it got me thinking, is there a trigger that a female has to have, like a certain amount of weight to be to ovulate? Does it go by species to species or whatever? Yeah. However, I did look it up. The short answer is yes, but there's a little more to it than that. There's some interesting tidbits about some other.
Stay tuned for the entire episode for us to talk about that. You don't get it. You don't get it now. They're gonna leave.
Yeah.
You get your white lip talking like island carpets. Yeah.
What do we want to talk about this for? I think there's something wrong with my headphones, so I'm going to switch them out real quick. I hope this is not
this is a perfect. Eric is going into
pause. And just like that, my headphones are changed. It's like magic.
Through the miracle of
it didn't change.
Post-production. It didn't change?
No, so you don't hear a buzz, do you?
No.
Okay. All right. Then we're just going to go with it. All right.
All right.
Um,
Never mind, everybody. Back to where we were.
Yes. Yes. So many crazy things. So I guess I'll start with the crazy picture that probably everybody saw, and of course, this is going to be one of those episodes.
While you're getting that ready, I'll make my announcement that once again I have failed at breeding IJ carpet pythons or Papuan carpet pythons because they are a horrible subspecies that no one likes. No one.
Oh, okay.
It's not me. It's them. This point, it's them. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. There we go.
She's been doing that thing when they lay slugs where it's like 1 couple days, 2 couple days.
Oh, really?
3. I'm like, you just like I'm death by 1,000 cuts here. I'm like, will you just give them all and then be done? Can you just? And over the weekend, she finally expelled the remaining. I think she laid 6 over the week, and then she laid another 5 slugs this weekend. So she's done. She's empty, and it's just like, it's a great way to start the 2026 season. So I feel like when you have the start, when you start with a kick in the balls, you start over analyzing everything.
Okay.
If the first clutch comes and it's a good clutch, you're like, I am doing everything correct.
Right.
When it's a slug clutch, you're like, I have done nothing right. Everything is wrong. Nothing is grabbing. So then I was like checking females, and I'm talking like females that are as thick as my arm here and solid. And it's just like, I'm like, maybe. I'm gonna write that down as a maybe. Like it's rock solid, halfway down her body, maybe.
If it makes you feel any better, it's not looking that good for me either.
No, you were doing so well.
I don't know.
Can we really be called breeders anymore if neither one of us does successful breeding? It's like,
is it? I don't know.
Lucas is like I
can't even be associated with those guys anymore.
Well, Lucas is like, I passed the male past the female's cage and you just expelled eggs out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I don't like how this does this.
I have redone, or I put pairs back together that I had previously separated because I thought I was good, because I'm worried that I screwed up and everything's going to be slugs. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen any new locks from pairings. I have seen building, I think, in some females. Of course, I'm sitting here going, like, clearly what I've done is I've mistaken every single gravid swell for an ov swell, and now I pulled the male too early and fucked up and like, oh my God. So yeah, it's a fun time having over here. And I'm like, I'll palpate the olives. And the olives are like, open that door, there better be food coming in here. So having 2 like 8-foot animals attempt to kill you at the same time, I'm like, I'll palpate the olives later. So it's yeah,
that could be fun.
No. But now I'm sitting here.
You want me to come over and help you? Like,
I mean, maybe. Like, well, you might have to come over and at least talk me down a little bit, because right now I'm sitting here. I'm like, all these females that I was like, we're looking good. I'm like, they're all wrong. Like, nothing's correct. So
yeah. I Russian tigers, nothing.
Damn it.
Gelatin's nothing.
It's
early. Not looking good as far as the Russian tiger girl looks pretty thick.
The thing, it's still early because I've had males in with females. Like I had a red tiger in with the red tiger jag, and I had the M-Pen caramel in with my super caramel jag female.
Okay.
Both those girls look absolutely massive. So the M-Pen caramel got tossed in with my super caramel female because the young male I had was doing nothing. He was terrified. He didn't want to be anywhere near her.
Okay.
So now that female looks heavy as shit, I have moved the M-Pen caramel with that last caramel girl I have. So it's like he's going to do the whole room. He's going to get all 3 females gravid. And I'm like, whatever. So that's happened. And then I have also moved my red tiger male down with a red female that I have that was going to go to that tri-tiger, because nothing was happening with the 2 of them.
Okay.
And that male was getting scared. So now I'm like, I'm now at the point where it's still so early in the season that if the female's showing signs of being gravid, I'm moving the male on.
Okay.
Which is why having that slug clutch fucked me up, because now I'm like, you're not done yet. Throwing him back in with the cage of the other girl when she's done. This is where he needs to be. So I've been second. My male doesn't know where he is right now. Like, he's been in several different places this weekend, and it's just out of sheer panic. So
he's been in several places,
with several different females. He doesn't know what's happening. But now we're starting to get action with those other girls. So it's like we're waiting. The worst case is that I pulled him too early from here and introduced him too late to here, and we're going to get slugs and nothing. And I don't think we're going to, because, again, I see these signs. And my instinct is we're good. It's my gut reaction.
Right.
But then I talk myself out of it. Exactly. My gut reaction right now is I'm sitting pretty at 6 coastal females ready to roll. Like, grab it. I'm not talking building. 6 ready to go. And then I have a water python, a rough scale, and possibly a savu. Possibly a children's python.
Okay.
All looking pretty good too.
That'd be cool.
I have the addition of potentially getting another female coastal. The jungle's probably not going to go. I don't think I'm getting anything out of Max, possibly Savus. I don't think anything's happening out of Dunai. I don't know about the scrubs. I don't know about the white lips. I don't know about the Timors. I don't know about the olives. But then it's like, after that, it's like King Snake, Water Cobra. So it's like those will probably go. The Mad Hogs show me that they're trying to breed. So it's like all that. But again, that's my gut reaction. That's my gut feeling. That's what that's where I should live.
Right.
But because of the slug clutch, I'm just like, this is meaningless. All of this is meaningless.
This is all garbage.
This is true. They lied to me. It's like, that's
oh man.
I think where we're at right now. It's like, what's happening here.
What could it be with the IJs?
The problem is that, and I think I've done this, is I keep getting adult animals and then having all my eggs in one basket. So these animals were with Chris Salemi for years, and then they came to me. He proved them out, and then he told me he got like 1 egg from them 1 year, and that was it. And now they're here, and this is their second year at my house. So first year, nothing happened. Second year, slug. So it's like, okay, they are getting used to my shit. They are older. They all are older animals. The male got great body condition, looks awesome. The female always looks wrecked after the season. She looks terrible right now by means of that, because she did just carry a clutch, even though it wasn't good.
Right.
So I'm thinking, and this is the shit part of it, is that if I really want to give them a shot, she needs a year. She needs to just sit, and she needs to eat, and she needs to not do anything and just go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, but I have a pair of het granites that are now eating small rats. So my secondary pair, because these older pair was just for me to monkey around with while I raised up the younger ones, because I thought, rather than keep going to get adult animals and being like, why won't this work? I'm like, screw you. We're just going to plug it in here and we're going to raise you up and we're going to do it that way.
That's the way.
I hate it, but this was just supposed to be for me to monkey around. So it's like, all right, do you move on the older pair? Because your younger pair is getting older. That opens up cages. That gets them set. And you know what? No offense to my older pair, the younger pair is prettier.
Usually they are.
Usually they are. Yeah. So there's that thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that it's probably my guess would be it's the older pair, and since it is an older pair, I would imagine it's a granite, right?
Yeah,
it's a full granite.
Het granites, 2
het granite.
My older pair are het granites, and my younger pair are het granites. Older pair has got to be original line granite shit, because the female will do that wonky thing that we talk about with the Nero thing that we say with granites every once in a while. She does that.
Oh.
He's fine.
Right.
Her. But then I have the younger pair,
and she's the one that really has to do the
you
work.
need that. You need her.
She's
you need her. Yeah, you need
she's
her.
Doing a lot of the work.
And she always sits funny. Like, you know how they twist themselves around when they get ready to lay eggs, like almost like a she does that like in the middle of August. She'll sit like that, which I'm like, hey, fine. My scrub python sleeps upside down, like on his
Are you
back.
feeding heavy at that point?
Of course. In August, yeah. Hell yeah, I'm feeding heavy. I was giving her medium rats, dude. And I'm talking like medium large rats. Like I was putting food to her this entire year. And she's of course lost all that weight that I put on her.
Sure.
Like, it's all gone. And I'm like, yeah. So
that'll tie into my question at the end. But
yes, it will.
I wonder if that's the case. So sort of like when I was I'm thinking, like, you know, to me, IJs, Papuan carpets are more stimulated not by temperature as much as they are by food.
I don't
Maybe
know.
You're just is it out of sync or something?
Yeah, I guess. But you know, here's the thing: is that I dropped the temps and I introduced the IJs first because they would go first, and I saw everything that I wanted to see. He was all over her. I saw multiple locks and all this other stuff. And then she swelled up, and then he didn't want anything to do with her. And I still kept him in there, fed a couple times, reintroduced.
How long have you had her again?
This would be my second year with her.
Second year. Okay. Yeah. The reason I asked is because you know how Chris keeps is way different than what we do. You know how he's in that room.
Yes.
With the gets super hot in the summertime. It's like 100 degrees. So he's like gotta, he manipulates stuff around.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how I thought that too, that she's just not 100% in my system yet. Well, he is. But then I'm also like, well, there were slugs. So is it that he's not 100% acclimated to the system, which is why he wasn't producing the sperm when I needed him to, which is why the eggs are slugs, because they locked. So I don't know who to put blame on. I'm gonna say both. Her for not being 100% acclimated, him for shooting blanks at this point.
Well, I do have I think I have an extra male. I have an extra Xanic.
The problem is if I wanted to swap out boys, the problem is if I want to swap out boys, I have my own male. Like he's big enough now. Like next year I could try both males, but the problem is that she looks like crap. It's like I don't know if she's going to be ready by next year. Plus, if she still keeps having trouble, what's the point of bulking her up and then putting her through it again?
Yeah.
Part of me wants to give her a year, not try
I would give her a year.
Not try again until 28, but then by 28, the other female's ready. So is it like 28 she'll be the year of the IJ? Like, why am I why do I
taking over the world?
I don't want them. Like it's like, but then there's the point of that. Why do I have that?
Irony's a mother.
Right, exactly. Because here's the thing. I sell the older pair and I'm like, haha. And then like my younger female gets hit by lightning or something. Like that's what's going to happen.
Right. Well, sorry, pal.
No, they're stupid subspecies and no one likes them.
Well, we ain't going to talk about any Papuan carpets tonight.
Thank God.
From this point forward.
None. We're done with them for the year.
Well, we are going
the whole season.
What does this look like?
Like a red coastal.
Right? So these
Why is
are
his eye so far out.
Yeah, I don't know, right? I did notice that too.
That's not right. That's not okay.
Something's not right. Something's not right.
Like, it looks very pretty. What's up with his eye? Like, it's just like
it looks like he's a black eye or something, right?
I guess, or it's like
so
lost his scale or something. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't get a shot of the whole thing. This is a Magnetic Island. It's off Queensland's coast near Townsville. So this would be, I guess, this would be this would be McDowell, I suppose.
You're right now. Okay.
But they sort of all have this kind of like red coastal look on the island.
I like it.
There's I think it's about 90% is protected national park. and it's basically eucalyptic woodland. Is the island is what it's made up of. So think like tall trees, plenty of space between
And you
them
can
for
breathe
sunlight to
very
come to.
easily in there.
Yes,
You know?
that is one thing I do love about that. Is I'm like, oh my god, my
oh my
lungs
god, I
can
can
work.
breathe. It's because we're in eucalyptus grove. Oh,
So what seems to be in all the islands basically that I looked at, there's only a few that most of them off the coast of Queensland, but they seem to be like these islands with basically eucalyptus woodlands type of thing, a drier type of environment. They seem to have these hills where there's like rock piles that they can kind of get in if they want to.
Nice.
And granite boulders so that they can kind of get down into those if they want. And then I think it goes lower down and it's kind of a drying rainforest to kind of, I think it's like maybe in the, like as you get in lower elevation. And this gives those moister microhabitats or whatever. But just like with anything, it's all trees.
Cool.
And surrounded by water.
Nice.
So I'll share these. Remove that and then
I like it. I'll take a
it would be nice,
trio.
right?
Yeah, I'll take a trio. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Always allowed to
I could probably breed them. They're like coastals, even though they just live on an island. They're not like another subspecies that shall remain nameless. So
yes. And then here's whoa, lights out.
Hold on. You can pause it real quick.
And we're back.
Because we normally record on Sundays, so I know to turn my timers off on all my lights in here. Yeah.
Yes.
Just plunging into darkness.
Right. Here's a couple other examples. You can see
the colors
kind
on
of
the
have
sides. That looks very Brisbane to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And then there's this weird one that's like totally strange. I don't know. It just comes out of left field. It's kind of like
it's.
I've seen coastals like this in the hobby.
Yeah,
but
it looks
weird.
like a. You know when you breed a tiger to a banded coastal, and what comes out is these guys. Where it's like where it's like
little spots.
We know we're supposed to have stripes and outlines, but they're not right. So everything's just outlined spots. It's like
right. They're not quite connected yet, right?
Yeah.
But this animal has like where the other one has a lot of like browns and reds and oranges and the crim or brick, like that kind of color. This is just what gray, kind of a gray yellow
and some
in the saddles and the blotching. Cool looking carpet, but not a red. So
no, not as pretty as the other ones.
Oh, and then I forgot about this one. This one is pretty cool. I just love, very tiger carpet, like the original type of tiger color carpet. It's got that khaki and the brown and the eye. Yeah, that's got that chunky head too.
That thing looks like I'd go up into the tree to get it and realize that I'm now up here with a 12-foot snake. That
I know, right? He looks like, what are you doing by my tree?
Like, I've come to get you for the wanker shots. And it'd be like, the hell you did. Like,
Oh man. Okay. And then let's see.
I like carpet pythons. Not anymore. You don't.
Then there is so I thought maybe we'd hit on, should we do Fraser Island? Yeah, let's do Fraser Island. Yeah. So Fraser Island seems to have carpets with, the thing that I see with these guys is the color of their eyes. So let me pull this up. They all have these silver. You're going to like this one. I really like this one. Can you see that?
Yeah. It's a bit blurry, but
it's blurry.
It's fixing itself. I think it's loading.
Oh,
there it goes. It almost looks like it's supposed to be like it's almost blue, like the eyes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Typical coastal carpet colors,
coastal
I would say.
Color. Again,
definitely.
Brisbane. Like I'm just like, it's Brisbane.
Same thing.
Cool. Yeah.
Again with the eye.
It's a blockhead. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Look at those jaws.
Oh, I don't like the look underneath the eye. It's like, do you have mites?
Yeah. No. Right.
Wait a minute. Oh, buddy, do you have mites? Like it's. Yeah.
Same with this
and
one below.
that one right there, honest to God, looks like the caramel head albinos I've been producing. Pattern,
really?
Shit ton of speckling. Yeah. From that female that I got from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Look at this one.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Oh. Yeah, no, this one.
This is a very light base, very tiger carpet.
Yeah.
Original.
It looks like an M pen.
Yes.
Like classic M pen, like M pens that I would have like cut off my pinky for when I was a starving college student.
Right. You know, the weird thing
I offered, Michael said no.
He said no, he wouldn't take it.
He's like, please stop emailing me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How dare you?
I know. It's
they don't have so the thing that I always notice about these coastals, right? They have the same color as what we have, but the head stamp is always different. Like on these
the fucking head stamps again.
They don't have that jungle head stamp. Well, I think that's cool.
We've taken how many coastals have either jag blood or tiger blood in there somewhere. I'm not saying they are, but a lot of them, the definition of like the head stamps and pattern, especially around the eyes and the back of the head, it's like if there was a tiger somewhere in their lineage, that has like morphed to the head stamps to be, it's going to have that kind of pattern and stuff like that. It's going to be that. It's like you're either
because the jag and the tiger, doesn't it takes apart the connection.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So you kind of get that stuff. When you get to like base coastal morphs, you do get more of the wild type head stamps, which is very limited pattern, but you still have the curls around the head, like the
like
I almost want to call them like ram's horns because they go here
they do
to the eye.
Like it, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
like that.
Exactly what
so you get those. But you don't get like that bar across the back of the head that you get with like jag and tiger stuff, or that line that goes down the spine. You kind of get it, but not really. You get a lot of turtles, like the little turtle in the center of the head. Yeah. But
I thought you saw a turtle. I was like, "There's a turtle."
No, there's not a turtle. Like,
where the hell's the turtle?
Where's a turtle? No, Jesus!
I've been going through these pictures.
I have not seen shit. There's no turtle here.
So yeah, this is similar, right? See how they're.
I get it. That'd be my pair right there. I'd get that one,
right?
And that one. If they're the same animal, I'll take two.
Right.
Yep.
They're not. And then this one, same thing.
See, that is like a lot of the coastals that we see. It's like the pattern and how it like has color, but then just goes to almost entirely black and base color towards the end.
Yeah.
I have like 3 coastals that look like that downstairs right now.
Wasn't there something about with scrubs that the color of their tongue was something?
I don't even freaking know, dude. Like,
okay. All right.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I bet there's somebody out there.
I don't know if that was ever debunked.
I think that's the problem. It's like, you get these ideas, but then it's like you're such a small sample size. Unless something crazy happens and like you see it come throughout. But like, I don't know if it would just be like, yes, the scrub is a pink tongue. That means it's awesome.
I guess like the only thing that I noticed is that when they have those color eyes, typically their tongue is a different color. See what I mean?
Yeah, I mean
it's like lighter or something. Like somehow they affected each other.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, the color. If something's affecting the color of the base skin, it's going to affect inside of the mouth, tongue, muscle, all that stuff. So it's weird because like that guy, that coastal, like he looks like, or he or she looks like my one caramel female downstairs. My one tiger head exanic looks like him, and then my caramel head I have another caramel head exanic that looks like that. So coastals, this is
that
like this is like
mad.
The base. This is what coastals look like. This is base. This is coastal. Then we keep adding shit and altering it. But this is
how we I really like this one.
I do too.
This one looks old, like the like the old wise one.
That does look like your older carpet python. Like this one I've had since college. Yep, that tracks. Yeah.
So these colors is more like what my coastals look like. The colors, it's more of a I don't even know what you would call that.
Well, it's
like
a
early, dark beige.
Yeah, and it's like the early. This is what we used to be like, and red. It's like, but is it? Yeah.
Like, why do we call that red?
Why would you call that red? It's red.
So right?
Is
we
it?
Should have called it like pastel or something.
I did, or just carpet python. Like, why do we have to do that? Like,
yeah.
I what is it?
Owen fell off.
I hit a button on my keyboard and that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's like how I bought a carpet python and the female was listed as an ornate jaguar.
Okay.
She's just a heavy pattern jag.
Yeah.
Which that's just a jag, dude. That's just a normal jag. But we threw ornate on it because it made it sound nicer. So of course, we're like, red. Is it red? Well, it was red when it hatched, but it's not red now. No.
Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of them do that, right? You know, we don't call Popwins carpets because they hatch, or Darwins, you know, Variegata, let's say. We don't say they're red, even though they are red.
But this is where
and then they change colors as they grow, you know?
But this is where it started, because we did this and we kept poking and prodding it and then finding animals that had more red, which to now where we're at with those projects. But this is where it starts, is the weird one off to the side, which is funny because there were several projects before Jags, Tigers, and stuff like that took over Coastal that if we as breeders had kind of stuck with, I'd be interested to see what we had, because we had high yellow Coastals in M pens and stuff like that. We had gray Coastals. And then, of course, we had the tri-stripes, which were brown and black Coastals that had organized stripes. I'm not talking like the bone white or the cream color or the khaki color tiger carpets that we had, which were a line of stripes. So
right,
if we had actually like kept shit and compartmentalized it and built it, rather than taking every yellow carpet and breeding it a tiger or a jag, ditching all the gray ones because they were gray, like we could, who knows, we could have several lines. Those black and white carpets that, you know, I see in Australia that I want so badly.
Tell me about it.
They could be here.
This one, I just thought this was interesting because it's right by the creek, but
it's in there somewhere.
Again, typical coastal colors.
Yep. Baby.
Then you got that one there in the tree. I thought that was interesting because I never saw baby carpet.
I was thinking, I say baby, it's probably like 2 years old.
Right. Ooh. This one's pretty cool. I like I don't know what it is about it. I just like it.
It seems maybe Darwin it's just to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got more of
it's got a lot of it's
like dark at the top, right?
Yeah, but it's like the pattern flipped. Somehow,
right? Yes.
The dark pattern is taken over and it's light patches on a dark background, which makes it look really cool. So,
and look at that stripe going down the side.
Yeah, kinda, you weirdo. That's cool.
That's a real cool looking one.
I like it.
I don't know. I kept going back to that. Like,
do you remember that like one?
I don't know why I like it.
Do you remember that one jungle that was like the reverse of a jungle? Like it was
more black and less
yellow? Black and then yellow, and it was like it's like somebody taking a jungle and reverted the colors.
Yeah,
and like that's the coastal version of this. Like, you know, that's what this is. Like this is somebody flipped the colors, and it's like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
So that's actually I should share since we did that one. I should share the one that really started this whole thing, and why I was looking it up is the where the hell is it at? The Fitzroy.
Oh, you see, Eric is allergic to island species.
Yes,
they affect his lungs in the way that, you know.
Man,
yeah.
Holy shit! What the hell?
That, and of course all the asbestos that he just
Fraser.
has.
We're on Fraser Island. I'm
Fraser Island. Yeah.
Hold on. Shysta.
And it's just one of those things where it's like people are like, well, why aren't these in the hobby? Because no one cared enough to take a boat all the way out to Fraser Island to get carpets when these carpets were just in the parking lot. So it's like, I went outside and I got 6 of these. You want carpets? Here, carpets. Like, it's That's just how that goes. So
no, I knew I was right. It's Fitzroy Island.
Fitzroy Island? Okay.
That's the one that started it. But
okay.
We will I'm gonna
there is no Fraser Island or no carpets on
No,
Fraser
we just
Island.
did the Fraser Island.
Aha.
I thought that other one was in
that
Fraser
makes
Island,
more sense.
but it's Fitzroy. Here we go.
Okay.
There we go. All right. So Fitzroy Island. Again, same thing.
Ooh.
Right? You already see where I'm going.
Ooh, I like
Look
this.
At
Oh, yes, yeah.
You saw it, right?
Yeah, this looks like
a Russian tiger.
Yeah, this looks like a Russian tiger had a baby with a granite, and they went absolutely bonkers and possibly ran into a reduced pattern diamond python along the way and kept everybody's patterns and colors and tried to make sense out of it in one animal.
Yeah.
Dear God. It's so weird. Like the head pattern is normally when animals have high pixelated patterns, head pattern's gone.
Right.
This is a distinct head pattern, the beginnings of a dorsal stripe, and then just jumbled craziness throughout the rest of it.
Right?
That is so weird.
Yeah.
It's a young one too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen I mean, like you're saying at the top, it looks like it could be it's got that stripe going on. It's got more of the tiger type of head stamp type of thing.
Yeah,
but it's still not this.
It's right. It's not correct.
Right.
So like it has the tiger head stamp, but because the stamp almost looks like some sort of like trident thing, there's too much color and pattern in places that there shouldn't be, like after the eye towards the nostril,
right,
and around the back of the head. So it's like I can't put a bead on what its head looks like. Like it's throwing me off here.
Yeah.
And then the back stripe behind the head, when there's that line that goes down that tigers and jags have, it's normally uninterrupted. This thing's got, it's like it's trying to go to one side, like it's merging almost to the side, and is got more pattern on the one side. It's weird. It's just a wonky looking animal.
Yeah. And that's the cool thing about carpet pythons, right? Like, we've said this, it's like you'll produce a clutch of coastal carpets, which this is what this is. And you'll just get this wacky animal and you're like, that's where the project's going.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going to try to produce.
Dude, I'm excited for that this year because I have the potential of having multiple caramel clutches.
Right.
And red clutches. And I'm like, I usually keep 1.1, whatever. This year, I don't know how many carpets I'm keeping, because if it's something really good and it's a caramel, I can probably make it work no matter what it is, boy or girl. And then same thing goes with reds. It's like, and there's like a caramel exanic possibility again. So,
okay. There you go. That's cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah. A superior substance is what it is.
So here's a couple more examples.
Ooh.
The one on the bottom kind of reminds me of that crazy thing that what was his name? Jay McClear?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Didn't he have like a crazy coastal
Jay had a couple of crazy coastal things and a crazy anything.
Right.
Jay had a book that he'd bring to shows, and he'd have like 6 or 7 carpet pythons set up in like displays and stuff. But then if you thumb through his book with him, there'd be like crazy ass carpet after crazy ass carpet. And he's like, I don't know, that might be something new. And it's like, Jesus, like it was all that. And he just kept everything kind of sly. So
yeah.
That's
what it reminded me of. That one is, I don't know, just
just the color's not right. Like you're like there should be brighter, but I guess not. That's just cool.
I think this is a body shot of the same animal.
It looks like it's trying to be a king horn eye.
Oh yeah, kind of.
it's like I'm not a carpet. It's like
I want to be a big snake.
I want to be a big python. Shut up, you! Like you live on a tiny island. Like it's
so on this Fitzroy Island. It's off the. It shares the island with spotted pythons, which is pretty cool.
Oh,
and again, here we go.
That looks like a red stripe, like
same type of peppery look. You know that peppery look that I'm always talking about.
This looks like, remember that one red stripe that Jason had?
Yes.
Like this is what it looked like when it was a baby. Like this is
yeah. And then this one is just
it
weird.
A tree? Oh, that's
probably
weird.
the best.
Yeah.
It's almost like it looks like an Angolan with a striped Brettles tail.
I was gonna say it almost looks like an inland in some areas of it.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the red. The red that's kind of coming
yeah.
through.
Yeah.
I guess that's red brick. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. It's in a tree. It's up there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I think that's all. Yeah. So this is Tiwi Island. So these would be Darwins.
They look like Darwins. They look like Darwin. That one's eating a skink.
Yeah. I thought that was crazy because look at the size of the skink.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's why they probably don't eat when we're trying to give them.
I mean, this is of course me trying to be like, I don't know if that fuzzy's too big for you.
Right.
Like it's choking down a skink twice its size.
Right.
Pamper these freaking.
All right. Do you think that we do? I don't know.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. Like talking with people, they're like, oh well, you know, my snake only eats white mice that are laid facing a northeast direction in the cage at twilight when I dim the lights and then leave swiftly. We're like, these things are like, it took me 3 hours, but I killed the lizard and now I shall eat it and then not need nourishment for a month and a half. Like,
right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's great. Yeah. Yeah. And then here's a couple more Darwins.
My favorite are baby bredli who were afraid of frozen thawed rodents. But
yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, really? You know, your ancestors, your wild cousins are out there eating cats. Like, and you can't do this.
This one's hanging off the nut of a car tire.
Yeah. That looks
in the
so Darwin.
pose waiting for. Yeah, it is Darwin, right?
Darwin or Papuan. Like, it looks insanely Darwin.
Yeah, this is definitely Darwin. Very nice striped.
That one's in like a garage or something.
Garage.
On a set of shelves. Yeah.
I would imagine that maybe that tire is the only place it can get out of the sun. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, maybe that's parked in a garage and it's like this thing was like the dude flipped on the lights and the thing was like, like it's
could be. Yeah.
If you have, I feel like if you have a structure out in certain parts of Australia,
there's carpet pythons in
exactly.
it. Right?
And it's like, and whatever time of year, there could be little ones just coming out of it. Like maybe mom is not that far away from the structure and that's where she had the eggs. And these guys have just been sitting up because you don't think you have a rodent problem, but you do. Like, or even just other little wildlife. Like this is just where they're set up.
I always think of that episode with Steve Irwin where all the mice were running out.
I was talking about that last weekend. Like somebody was talking about that, and I'm like, and the plagues of rodents and stuff like that is just, and they're like, oh yeah, and he was like stepping on them, like, but he couldn't help it. Like, so many.
Yeah, he couldn't. And then the last one before we get into some white-lipped python talk is Garden Island, and that's off of Western Australia near Perth.
Okay.
And basically the same type of thing as the other islands. It's all the same. I think this said that it was a little drier, but some of these, dude, are so. Remember when I was talking about?
No, that one is kill the bird. Like it is.
Remember when I was talking about the crazy one? That's where it was from, Garden Island. So this is Morelia imbricata. That is insane.
Western Australia. These are imbricata.
Yes, this is imbricata. So it was interesting about this one with the bird. Daniel
giant bird.
Boswell.
Yeah.
Posted this one up, and he was saying that some people think that the reason that carpets go up to these, like the gutter, we call it the gutter, the rain gutter, whatever.
Yeah.
That they're sitting up there because the birds are going to come there to drink.
Yeah.
And then they can nab the bird. I don't know. Where would they hide? I don't know. It's kind of,
they don't need to hide. Like if they're up there,
surprise.
Yeah, exactly. If they're up there and just like, have you seen birds? Sometimes they fly around. Sometimes they're dumb enough to fly right in front of your car and be like,
or into a window. Yeah, that's
exactly.
True.
It's like, you had the entire sky and you came down here. Like this is so. I mean, if you get up there and you lay motionless and like say there's a tree kind of overhanging the roof and the dapples of sunlight and stuff like that, I bet you blend. Yeah. And then you're just disappearing on that roof, and then it's just one bird.
Or maybe they can go underneath some to tin somehow so that when it comes up, they're like kind of, that's
or, you know, just it lays in the gutter, and if there's leaves and stuff in the gutter, that's just an upper thing. Like, you know.
Yeah, carpets don't care where
maybe the bird's just really stupid, and it's like, you know, what is that? And like, you know, there's.
Oh, look, you'll be my friend.
Hi, friend. You know, there's a lot of that kind of stuff where I think they would utilize any kind of hunting ground or range. Or then there's also, you know, underneath my deck, there are 2 spots of the deck where I get robins will build nests every year.
Okay.
Like clockwork. She's going to be here. She's going to build the nest. She's going to do that. And you see their mates and other stuff flying around in the bushes or on the other part of the house. It's like, for all you know, this one has a nest nearby and just got too close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have doves that are always trying to make nests under all my shit. Like, yeah.
I'm usually cool, but if you're like interrupting stuff, then you gotta go.
Yeah,
like,
if you're gonna shit on me while I'm eating a burger.
Yeah, or if I'm like, I'm trying to take the trash out, and you're like, get away from my eggs. I'm like, don't build your eggs by the trash can. Yeah. Like, you got the whole freaking yard, dude. Like, stop it.
But yeah, these are you know how much I love imbricata, but the one on the bottom right there, colors are insane.
Yeah,
they got a lot of red. The one up in the left, I don't know what that is.
The
but
hell's
that's
happening
insane.
there? Yeah, dear God.
I'd take 6 of those.
Jesus.
So then you got, these are captive bred from the same island.
What the hell?
Pretty wild. You know, I'm going to see if I have the
one in the tree, the color doesn't make any sense.
Hold on, I'm going to get a close up of that so you can see it better.
I mean, that is like some sort of like, I don't even know what color that is to call their base thing. I'm like, it's reddish, brick, orangey. Like, it's like, damn. And then they have great patterns. And then they're imbricata.
Yeah, look at.
Wow. It's got a beefy head. That's a big snake.
Yeah, that's why they're
not happy being in that tree. Like, it's
no.
You know, I'm a captive born and bred, and you put me in a tree. It's like, all right, well, damn.
That's that one.
That's a ton of color, and the belly even looks weird. It's almost
like
goldish in some areas.
It's and then the babies, like, I'll put that up so you can see that.
They're like, just give us imbricata.
Dude,
please.
So I really think that if I could pick one, I would.
Imbricata.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
Is this the one I just shared? Yeah. Okay. Share this window.
I got nothing to lose. Let's go over. Let's get a boat, and we'll figure it out.
No, that's the same.
That's
one.
The one you just did. Yeah.
Shit. Stop. Close window. Okay.
I mean, all we got to do is label them as carpet python, right? And then it gets totally
that's it.
Like, that's all that matters. Yeah. What is it? It's a carpet python.
Share this window.
The Fish and Wildlife.
It's like orange.
Please don't arrest them. Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's like bright orange to like some coppery color. Like, that is nuts.
Yeah. So these are. This is the only one that I could find that people actually had in captivity. I don't know if anybody keeps those other ones, those other locales in captivity. But
I mean, it might just be like if they fell into somebody's hands or somebody's lap, or like how we get certain localities of stuff because it was part of some zoological educational program, whatever the hell, and then they had babies and now they're all in the hobby and stuff. Like, for all you know, that was kind of the same way where they were allowed to collect them, or, you know.
Yeah, shit. I'm not sure about Western Australia, like how they do that, but
yeah, I mean, there has to be some sort of legal way for that kind of stuff to happen in some places because that's just nuts.
I thought I had a different picture, but maybe I don't. Okay, maybe not. All right,
Okay.
just the ones that I showed on the screen there. So yeah, that's kind of the carpet
That's that.
pythons on
Those are
islands.
those are all the island carpet pythons that we could come up with at this time. There probably are more.
I'm almost positive.
I'm almost positive. Like, what constitutes an island carpet? Like if there's like 3 carpets on a rock in the middle of the ocean that has a tree on it, good enough?
As long as they can breed.
You're right. Correct. That is the correct answer.
Right. So I was listening to Reptile Rejects podcast with Lisa. I finally finished it up. Like
Lisa, she's owner of the Forever Morelia of the Year, which is a black-faced white lip.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
That is true. Yeah,
which is kind of crazy.
An honor we bestowed upon her.
Yeah. She said that. Well, we talked about this a little bit. The mythical southern white lip that's white, right?
Yes.
It disappeared on a boat to Jakarta or something. Like nobody knows where it is.
Yes. So the thing is, when you're into white lips, people, when the weird ones pop up, people will send you all kinds of shit. Like I
get that with carpets, but
I got the papers of when the Barkers were breaking down white lips. I got the photos and all that stuff before the book. Like I just got all that stuff. Whenever Dan is like, this is the new blackface white lip from this locality, and look, it's like, I can do this and it doesn't hate me at all. Like I got all those videos and stuff like that. There was that red one that popped up a couple times.
Apparently there are red ones though.
There are.
She was talking about those that
yes,
there are legit. I know that there's ones that they kind of painted or whatever.
There was the one that was bright red, which we found out was like a gold phase that had been soaked in like Gatorade for like a week and a half.
Yeah, that's the one that they were talking about.
Yeah, that was terrible. Like when you break that down, that's horrible. And then there's the red one that Lisa works with, which she and I have kind of talked about. She, me, Ryan, everybody else who's involved with that. I've kind of weighed in on because I don't know if it's a northern or a southern because it kind of has the characteristics of both.
Okay.
But then it also has, because it's the way the pattern and color works on it, you can see what almost looks like the ram horns we were talking about with a carpet python,
right?
Like on its head, and it's just like that's weird. So I know she's got it, and I think her and Ryan have kind of come to a determination of it is a southern. And I think they're trying to breed it to a southern. So, but apparently, and it happens sometimes with these lone weird animals, it's a little bit larger than you'd want it to be, or it's a little bit smaller.
Yeah, there's always something, right?
There's always something. It's not really getting along with some of her females. And it's like, well, they'll figure it out. You really don't want to do that with like the one of a kind thing. It's like, yeah, oh God, like it's like, get him out of your mouth, like. And this is why, like, and I think I was thinking it. I didn't say it when we were on MJ show. We were talking about Kush, and I'm like, if I get a weird new morph of Wamina, I'm just gonna mail it to Kush. Like, it's just gonna be. I will not be the person responsible for that. And the same thing goes with White Lip,
right?
But that's an interesting one. But yes, there was a white one, leucistic or albino or something. I don't know, that was found. And here's the thing is there are key positive albinos in gold phase, which is like those ones that are kind of like yellow, and then they kind of have where the black would be is kind of like it's not black, it's like almost, I don't even know what to call it, the color, but it's diluted down, it's brighter,
right?
Those have been around for a while. I think there's 2 different lines of those, because Kevin McCurley has the ones that he got, and then there was the one that was produced over in, I think, Germany for years.
Okay.
And I'm not
I think I remember that one.
I'm not sure how many have made it stateside. Like, I think Kevin had his one that popped up from a dealer that he got, and he had some het females and some normal females, and I'm not sure if he ever got his to reproduce. And then I know the guy over in Germany has had multiple generations now at this point, but I'm not sure if he's gotten any to come stateside. Because I think he was asking for
big bucks.
Yeah, I think so. So, which he's when you're the only guy in town, you can ask whatever the hell you want for it.
You sure can.
But I'm not sure how many takers he got. And then, but that's all T-Paz. So T-Neg, which is, what you'd expect of an albino, I don't think there's ever been any T-Negs, but there was this one white Southern that was supposed to be taken. This is a lot of times dealers and stuff will do this. They'll have the weird one and they'll post up Instagram videos and stuff like that. Like you've seen them do it with cobras and also the shit.
Yeah, sure.
They're like, look at this, and then people buzz it, and then they can charge more for it. So we got the look at this picture and videos and stuff like that, and then it was supposed to go to Jakarta, and then I think it was going to end up in somebody's hands to possibly be exported to someone. Someone was going to jump on this thing.
Hopefully they did.
And that's the only thing I can hope for is that they did. I think a lot of times though, when the importers have those things, they put up those videos of, hey, look at this, and it hits like the stratosphere. They're just like, and then they're like, let's take this and set this up over here with some females and see what happens and that kind of stuff, because it's easier for them in some retrospect to reproduce it if you're from where they're naturally occurring. Like,
right,
you've seen the green tree python farms where like they're kept in like one milk crate and then there's another one upside down on top of it, and then there's like green tree pythons. Like, you could probably do that. Like, if you had a cage, you could probably throw a white lip in it and then go get some more and throw them in there and hopefully get eggs. But that's a risk, because if that thing doesn't make it, then you're out. Like, that's it. So either somebody bought it and is keeping it hush hush until they can flood the market with white lips, or somebody, the dealers decided to keep it and they're getting ready to flood the market with white lips, or the person who bought it was keeping it hush hush and it didn't make it. Or the person.
I hope for the first one.
I am hoping for the first or second. Anyone. Like, I hate the idea of, I think a lot of people get in their own way on an ego trip when it comes to some of these rare, one of a kind animals, where it's like, I shall be the one to bring.
I'm the guy.
I can do it. White lips, I got it. I have one clutch of white lips under my belt. I got it. If I were to hatch, dude, like I mean, there's certain things, like I'm talking, like if I were to hatch, like imagine
immediately to Ryan.
Then even then, like, all right, so I can breed coastal carpet pythons. We know that much, right?
Yep.
If an albino coastal pops out of a clutch, it's going to Nick. Like, I mean, if an albino carpet python, coastal, 100% coastal, we're talking this is an albino coastal, comes out of an egg, I don't want it. Like, I don't want it. I don't want it, because I don't want everybody in the Morelia community to be like, we would have had albino coastals.
Oh, you're too worried that you're going to fail?
I am terrified. Like, I'd be like, well, we would have had albino coastals. You could get like,
I could see if it was a
pure albino shit, but Owen fucked it up. Like, no. That is a great fear of mine, sir.
Yeah. I get it.
Yep.
So the one thing that so they were walking through their breeding process.
Yep.
And it always fascinates me to hear how other people do it. And she was saying that she thinks that there's two things that are key to what she's got going on. One is she got a really good male. She got a stud of a male. I don't know, how important is that to you?
Insanely important. Insanely.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they're aren't they kind of
they're
selective?
They are. I mean, I think females are very mate selective when it comes to, I don't want to do this and I'm gonna throw my weight around. And if you have a shy male that's like, then you almost gotta have a male that's like, you can pitch all you want, I'm not going anywhere. Like,
Right.
So that's insanely important because and that's insanely important in a lot of things. You
well,
know,
sure, yeah. I think it's often overlooked, don't you? Yeah.
Well, last I checked, you need a male and a female, and if one of them is not cooperating,
you're gonna
have
trouble.
The whole breeding project goes to shit. Like, you know, it's so,
unless you pretend you're on an island and
then you're like, unless you somehow get a Partha clutch, you'd be like, I've done it. Like, you didn't do shit. But I think having a stud of a male, there's always, and you've had this, there's always a male in your collection that'll breed a piece of rope if it shows enough interest.
Oh God, yeah. And they were usually Jags.
That's I mean, exactly. Like, there's usually something wrong with him. Like he wasn't your go-to. He's not your prime guy.
Oh,
but he's
I gotta use this one again.
He's your tag. He's like, get in there. Like, you know, it's so my M-Pen Caramel boy is that he will breed anything, which is why he may sire 3 clutches this year but he's great because I have young males that got insanely nervous and didn't want to be in there with girls.
Right.
He didn't give a shit. So the fact that Lisa got that in a black-faced white lip is fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also the idea of that's only one part of it. Because we've seen males that are eager to breed, but the female's bucking them off, freaking out, putting herself in a bin, and not wanting him anywhere near her. Like, there's that kind of stuff too. Mm-hmm. So, as much as we want to give all credit to Jet, we do have to give some to Pearl. But, you know, it's...
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I know their names.
Yes, I know. I was going to say that. It took me a minute there, but I was like, wait a minute. That's what she called them too. Okay.
Yeah. I know their names. I know their names.
I get it, man.
I know my girl's parents.
Yep. So basically, she says the key is food cycling. They start developing. So she was saying if you're going to run through a scenario, I guess it's like if you're going to, breed, they start developing follicles in the fall. Mm-hmm. Your female will shut down with, or she said she had her female shut down when she did temp cycling. Like she kind of took them cold and it kind of like they kind of shut down, whatever.
Yep.
But so she went to heavy food cycling and to the point where you're questioning their health. So like, walk me through that. Like, what are you doing the same thing? I'm assuming that. Okay. Yeah. Like, is it like once a week? Is it big meals? Is it like you're just slamming her? What?
It's once a week, and it's either once a week or larger meals. So my gold-faced female is a medium rat feeder. Right now, she's getting larges.
Okay, so you up it a size.
Big swells, and I'm doing the same thing with the Timors. So you up it a size, and either, like I said, weekly, or if you're going to go bi-weekly, you up it one more size. So we're talking XLs. So like this past weekend, I did not feed them because I was running around doing other shit. I have to separate and feed my baby corn snakes. And it's almost like corn snakes, white lips. Like, it's like, this is the only things that are being fed this white lips Timors. Only things being fed this, I think tomorrow is I'll end up doing it is, and it's not all the white lips. It's just the girls. So like, my boys are fine. They're prime. They're ready to roll. But it's the girls, and I have my male goldface. I usually feed quail and chicks and stuff like that too. He's now getting like medium, large rats and stuff like that. He's a big boy, but he's slim, so I'm giving him stuff to just kind of pack on a little bit of punch. It's almost like you have to show them that it's okay. There's enough food. There's enough resources. You can go ahead and cycle.
But your food. So the thing that I found interesting in what she was saying is that you're food cycling while you're breeding. So you're right. So you're putting them together.
Yep.
Then you're separating them, feeding them, putting them back together, and just constantly doing that. Yeah. Whereas like with carpets in the winter, we just kind of put them together and they don't eat at all. And I have something for that as we get closer to this. But
to be honest, I've started to do that whole food cycling of separate, feed, and repair with all my species of python because it gives a softer landing for the females that do cycle. And also, if they didn't cycle in the beginning of the season, you feed them and then throw a male at them, they cycle.
Are you having them cycle? Like, are you feeding them heavy during the summer though? not the white lips. I'm talking about the other stuff that you're doing.
Not heavy. I'm feeding them normally. So like every 2 weeks, maybe every 3. And that's for females. Males, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't. Males are fine. Like it's
right.
I'm talking girls. So every 2 weeks for girls, and it's usually like this feeding is a rat, next feeding is a chicken drumstick. Then we're back to a rat, just because otherwise you just burn through rodents, and that's expensive as shit.
Right.
Drumsticks, I hear you've seen these things at supermarkets where they can't sell the drumsticks, and they just kind of like get these the hell out of here. Like there's tons of chicken drumsticks and
red stickers.
right. What you do is, hold on, we're gonna do a diagram here, and there's the drumstick. Okay, so drumstick. Okay,
right.
You make 2 cuts like that.
Okay,
and then the meat folds down.
Okay.
So you get kind of like this. It's a tube. So the bone is in there in the middle, but now you've got chicken on all sides and it's even. So it's like a big
I gotcha.
tube rather than having like a drum and then like the big stick, like, rather than having where you hold it and then the bulge out, you cut it so it drops down. So it is literally just.
You're almost opening it like a banana.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like you peel it and it drops down and then you have meat all around and then you give that to the snake and it just goes right down.
Right down. Okay. Yeah. So she doesn't feed, she fasts them during the summer and then she starts feeding in the fall and she starts loading them with food.
Yeah.
I don't know if she said, and then the intro, but don't stop feeding. Just like keep feeding. And when she's ready to ovulate, then she stops.
Right.
So that's the cue.
So what I do is I will, I'll feed through the summer and stuff like that. And then I will slow down feeding in the fall. And then I will not feed throughout winter, which winter for us is from Thanksgiving to February.
Right.
That's what I call winter. And then now we're coming up and I'm feeding heavy.
Right.
So we're warmed up. I'm feeding heavy. And then she'll just refuse one time.
Okay.
Or she'll just stop. Or I'll see interest from the male. And I'll be like, I'll back up. I'll leave. Like I'm done. So far, none of my guys have refused food right now. My female Timor python kind of did.
Okay.
She wouldn't take it off tongs, but I left it in there and she ate it through the night. And then I've reintroed, but my female Timor this year is the one that's showing the signs. Like I think she ovulated a couple days ago because she was blown up pretty big. But she's in the bridge between one cage and the other, so I couldn't get a great angle on whether or not, and they're ravenous. Like right now, the Timors are hungry as shit. The white lips are hungry as shit. They're just always hungry. It's weird because like the Dunn's python female isn't eating right now.
Okay,
but she's showing no signs. So it's like
are Indo species, but this is like how you breed Indo species, right?
I think so.
This is Indo species of python.
I think anything like.
By the way, I can't, not for nothing, I can't stop looking at that Carpet Fest thing you got in the background, and that looks like the snakes that we saw on the island.
Yeah,
that looks just like it. Yep. Okay, sorry, distracted. Go ahead.
The issue is that I think a lot of island species stuff from Indo deal with migration of prey species.
Sure.
Nothing on the island, nothing at all.
I got something for that too, but
birds come in, they eat everything in sight, birds go away. And they plan when the babies are coming based off of when the birds are expected back.
Right.
So
this whole thing got me thinking, right? Mm-hmm. Is the key to breeding pythons, or why we get slugs, or why certain species don't go, or whatever, is the key that there has to be a threshold of food in to get eggs out, right? We've heard that before. You got to feed to breed. I've heard that with ball pythons, whatever.
Yep.
So like, do they have to hit a specific energy threshold to actually ovulate and lay a clutch of eggs? Mm-hmm. And basically, I guess yes is kind of the thing.
Short
but
answer,
it's not like I'm eating a big meal,
right,
and then I'm ready to breed. It's stored energy from the previous season, because when you look at, I was looking at these papers, and it was especially with Australian pythons, they're called what's a classic capital breeder. And that means they rely on fat reserves and body condition build up over months, and even years, rather than eating during the reproduction process, which makes total sense because a lot of the Australian species, minus like say diamonds and breadlie and stuff like that, we're usually typically not feeding while we're breeding, you know? So, you know, it makes me think like, is the reason that I'm not having success this year because the females didn't put on enough weight because I started feeding them in the summer, right? So like, is by next year, will it be that the females like, okay, I've done enough, whatever.
That's part of why, like, I'm like, it's almost like right now, after they lay eggs is when I'm like, next season, you're done. Like I'm already making that call because I want you to have a year of bulking. Like this year, I have a bunch of my females are 5-year-olds. I think 3 or 4 of them at this point, which normally we're all like 2 for boys, 4 for girls.
Right.
These females last year were on the edge. And I think there were 3 of them, 3 females on the edge. No, wait, I'm sorry. There were 5 girls on the edge last year that I was like, and I held them back. Didn't breed them, just fed them, did this, whatever. And all 5 of them are the ones that are on the list of gravid right now. Like, I mean, so
maybe there's something to it.
There is something to it. There 100% is something to it. Like, I feel like making that call, and I think we're all reluctant to make the call of giving them a year because then you're like, oh, I'm going to miss out of it. I'm like, but it will pay dividends next year because now she's had a full year of bulking up. And this whole thing, like Aurelia, this one right here.
Right.
Last time she laid, she had a clutch of 10 eggs. This girl down here had a clutch of 16. So she's the same size. She's put on a shit ton of weight, and I had those eggs in 22.
So wait, the bigger one laid more eggs.
Yes. No. Okay. Right, so I had roughies in 23. And the big one laid 16 eggs. The smaller female only laid 10. Now, the big female, nothing's changed. The smaller female is now the size of the big female. And neither of them have had eggs since 2023. So that's 2 years they've been kind of whatever.
Well,
she's gravid. I don't know about her. So I would be shocked if I only get 10 eggs out of her.
Well, here's the thing. There was a study with water pythons, right? Yes. And the research was that they followed these snakes around for 8 years on the floodplains, right? Which is kind of a crazy study, right?
Yeah.
And they preyed on these, I think they were dusky rats, right? And they would boom and bust with rainfall, right? So there would be years and good years. There's abundant rats. Females would feed heavily. They would get into prime body condition, and then they would reproduce readily. And they measured this off mass relative to length, like the people that were studying them. They measured mass versus length, right? So in the bad years, the snakes still bred, right? They just lowered the body condition threshold, which to me is like, wait a minute, what? They did what? So they're lowering their body condition threshold. So females only reproduce with their reserves when their reserves exceed a certain level, but that threshold isn't fixed. It isn't like they have to hit moves. I have to have 1,000 grams in my body of rats before I can, again, I'm just making up numbers.
But the fat stores.
But it flexes with the environment.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. Again, cosmic octopus shit. In the lean years, they lower the bar. They reproduce anyway. They produce slightly smaller clutches, right? And at the end, they're more emaciated afterwards. It's a clever trade-off.
Yeah.
It's a clever trade-off because it's like if you wait for perfect conditions to breed, that may never come. So you got to take what you can get. So if they don't build up enough, somehow they have a mechanism that lowers the clutch size, and it basically well, in children's pythons, there's another study, right, where I was saying about how they're capital breeders and they don't do no food during reproduction, but
Right.
they, I think I'm saying this right, catabolize. That's when you like eat your muscle basically to stay alive. So they're
Okay.
eating 34%
Of their own
muscle, right?
Jesus.
To fuel egg yolk to provide, to provide protein so that, they literally break down their own muscles to make eggs, right? If the reserves go too low in ovulation, it might not happen. If the reserves go too low, the clutch could fail. It could be, slugs, et cetera, et cetera. But studies show that this muscle breakdown is not just energy, but even when the eggs need water, it's pretty crazy. That's crazy to me.
It's all that stuff. All that stuff goes into egg production. It's like getting the next generation off the ground is so important to so many species,
right?
That they sacrifice so much, like mom and everything. Yeah.
But does it sound like the key to python breeding is just figuring out when to cycle their food?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a huge factor of it? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm just, 15 years later, I'm like, oh my God, this is like, how did
you feed them and they breed? Yes, Eric. Like but
yeah, but when you feed them,
they breed.
Feed them matters in the breeding, not just like in my mind, it was always just like pump, just feed them, right? But like it matters when you're feeding them.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you feed them and how you feed them and what you feed them. Like there's all that. And then that's just prepping the female.
Yes.
We haven't even gotten into and then you have to throw the male in there and then she's like, fuck you. Like, it's like, she can still, after you do everything correct, that range go, I don't like this one. And then you only have one male. Like it's right. So there's all those factors, but I think it is definitely part of what we don't give credit to. And I think it's a delicate balance because you have to feed correctly. You have to stop feeding at the right time. And then you have to make sure that you don't overdo it when it comes to feeding in the other time. Otherwise, you have fat males, giant females that don't do anything. Like,
that's sort of what Dominic was bringing up. He's like, what happens if you just load this female full of food and then you just have a fat snake?
Fat female that doesn't breed. This year I am in a weird place when it comes to coastals because I brushed up one of my girls out of retirement.
Okay.
My big female, one of my big girls. She's still with me. She's a 2007.
Okay.
And she is a Ted Thompson lesser tiger.
Okay.
I bred her. She's been cornerstone of multiple projects. I haven't wanted to breed her. I think the last time I did breed her was maybe 2022, 2020, maybe even before that. Maybe it was in the teens. But she's been nothing for a couple of years partially because I had a lot of her offspring kicking around here, and she's a 30 something egg layer. And if you're going to do that, if you're going to let that monster off the chain, you have to be ready for a good amount of like baby. Like there's going to be a lot of them and they're all going to be like repeats.
Right.
You have to breed her to the right male. And I didn't have any boys that I thought I really want to try her to. Well, I've been raising up one of her kids, a red tiger jag. And I'm like, he's going to do great. Or I'm sorry, she's going to do great with the male that I put her in with. It didn't go great because he's a male. So I'm like, well, hell, I don't have a red that I want to pair this jag to. So back to mom. So I chucked them together and I'm like, well, he's probably not gonna because she's massive. She's huge. There's no chance. Oh, they're locked. Okay, well, it's his father's son right there. So why not? It's
right.
It is what it is. So I'm letting that one off the chain, but she's had years now where she hasn't produced. And the thing is, the size of carpet eggs don't change. Like it's not like a bigger female has bigger eggs.
Yes,
it's a carpet egg. It's what it is. It's just how many can she put in there? So
it's almost making me choke.
I palpated her the other day, and I've doomed myself on that part of the world, which is fine. I can deal with that. It's okay.
Okay.
But I imagine sometimes when females, because here's the other thing, is that she's had so many years of eating, and I mean, she's eating extra large rats and stuff like that at the normal feeding that you'd have for one of my females and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit less because I wasn't planning on breeding her for a couple of years. She doesn't look fat. She has fat stores, but she's not this fat slug of a carpet python. And, you know, thinking about it, if you do have a female, like if you just feed and feed and feed, she's getting fat and fat, you've broken it. Like I had that with my olive pythons. Like I fed them guinea pigs, and they both got huge, and I didn't get any eggs. And now that I slimmed them onto rats, I've gotten success with my olive python. So I feel like making the call when it comes to how much you feed, you have to watch out for that, because if they get fat or if they get large, especially with the male, they're useless. Females can too. Like they can get to that point.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, but yeah, it's like, so this is how I used to think about it, right? It used to be like, you have to get it, because this is like when we talked to Ben way back in the beginning, he was talking about, you know, reproduction and stuff. But it's like you just have to get the female a little bit fat because she's gonna use that throughout her, you know, season. And if you're gonna do maternal incubation, maybe you want to get her a little more fat, like
or be one of those, or see if you have one of those girls
worth of food, you know?
Right? Or it's if you have one of those girls that'll eat while she's incubating the eggs.
Or you have that too,
yeah. I mean, like there's a lot of that kind of stuff, but you're right. Like those fat stores, like we automatically assume the fat stores are going to be used for the eggs. Some of it, most of it, but the rest of it's going to be there for mom's own recovery after the eggs are laid, because we've all had the one female that's like, you look like a tube of toothpaste. Yeah. The good thing about pythons is they don't do what corn snakes and king snakes fucking do to me, where it's like, you've had your eggs. Here's food. You're doing great. No, you laid more eggs. Like, why did you do that? You look terrible again. Like, it's no one asked you to do that.
Right. I don't have any more tubs. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I didn't. Wait, do you think that's like? Do you think that there's python people? Well, I mean, you were colubrid before, but you think that there's python people that like moved over to colubrids and don't realize that, and they're like, I miscalculated very much. Like, it's calculated so bad.
Oh, you remember the one year where I'm like, listen, I have 14 tubs. I have 14 tubs remaining open, and I have 14 eggs that are left in the incubator. I have planned this. Oh God, they're twins. It was just like, I don't. Screw it. You two are gonna be room together. Like it's.
Oh man,
that happens. Like we haven't. I love how we're at this point. We're at this point in the Owens panicking about breeding season timeline.
Yes,
where we are
about
here.
right before
spring. We're here, right. So we're at the beginning where nothing's going to ever breed. Okay, we're past that point. We're now on to I will get no viable eggs this year.
Because you have to make sure that you do. That's why. Karma.
It's worse. The universe. Yes, I understand. So then after this point of we aren't going to get any viable eggs this year, nothing's going to hatch. That's that. And then after that, we'll start counting the eggs and realize we don't have enough tubs. That's a fun one. That's always a good one.
Well, you've worked yourself out of the other one by like, you know, you can hatch eggs that don't even have to incubate.
You're right.
I mean? So like you're good. You beat that one. That's beat. You don't have to worry about that one.
She'll maternal. It'll be fine. And then I can quick sell these. We'll be good. We'll be okay. Yeah. Everything's fine. Yeah. So we're at that. And then, then it'll just be the normal panic of getting babies to feed. So we are at not going to get any viable eggs for the season right now. That's where we're at.
Right.
I feel like I need to get some sort of like chart with like a little like arrow.
The Owen meter.
Yeah.
Scan your head. Where's he at?
We are at a code orange. Orange is where we're at. Nothing will ever breed, and I'm a terrible person.
I have an idea. I'm going to make a code chart now. I'm going to make a code chart.
The breeding
timeline.
You are here.
we're gonna forget all about it, and I'm just gonna pull out my chart and be like,
it out. Yeah.
The most important thing of the breeding season episode that we have to bring
Where
is the McIntyre chart of success.
You know how every once in a while, like some like national things be like, by the way, like they have the big clock, and it's like when the clock hits midnight, nuclear war is going to happen and take out the world.
Oh yeah.
And every once in a while, they're like, we have now moved 3 more seconds closer to midnight. I'm like, Jesus, like. Wait, how often do we do this? Like,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know this. Like, in my entire almost 40 years worth of life, we've just been getting closer to midnight.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
Do we ever go back?
Yes.
So
we were pretty. So it's funny, right? I was watching this thing on Gen X today, right? And they were talking about why our generation is the way it is.
Oh, and, so many problems. Yeah, so many things.
Gen X. Well, we kind of were on our own all the time, man. We're like, you just have to figure it out, man.
Yep.
Figure it out. Anyway, they were saying about oh my God, what the hell? Why does this keep happening to me, dude? I totally forgot what you just said.
There was something about Gen X having to deal with, I don't know, several
what
wars.
did you say?
The minutes to midnight. Yeah.
So they're going through this thing and they're talking about, I totally forgot about this, but in grade school, we used to have to get under our desk
and kiss your ass goodbye. Is what
because
would
of
have happened.
The threat of a nuclear war. So to be like, get under your desk now. And now that I'm adult, I think like, what the fuck is the desk going to do? Nuclear war.
I remember tornado drills being like in the closet. I remember we had to do tornado drills in Pennsylvania, which was stupid. But then it's like get in the hallway, get away from the glass. But we didn't ever have to do the nuclear fallout ones.
Yeah,
we did. I always thought about it because it was like get underneath your desk. Yeah, that'll save you. Like I don't
what. Nuclear bombs can't go through kids' desks.
Yeah, duck and cover and kiss your ass goodbye is what it is. Like it's.
I guess it's like they have to make you feel like they're doing something.
I mean,
so just as kids were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay, get under the desk."
We got time to get to a shelter. Okay,
that's cute.
That's cute.
Anyway, so yeah, that was sort of what I had on the white lips thing and the breeding. But I do have one thing. Before we jump off, it made me quite happy. I haven't done this in a while, and
you're gonna taunt me because
what I'm about to share.
I'll have you know I called him after seeing the pictures of that, and am awfully tempted. That's all I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll show you in a
Soon
second.
Enough.
Share window. Yeah, share this window. First of all, holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. And
is this the biggest blackhead you've had?
No.
Okay.
I had one before. Merlin was his name. It was a little bit bigger than this one. But what I can't get over is how big this is compared to the baby carpet that I got. That they're like this.
That's with it.
Same age.
Yep.
It's nuts. But I got this blackhead python. So I'm back in the blackheaded python game. And I got it from Lucas, Centralia Exotics, the Asphodite King, if you will. It's pretty. I don't know, man. It was kind of like. I took it out of the box, and I'm like holding it, and I'm like, oh, there's something about the black head when you see it on the snake. It's just like, oh, and then I'm thinking about we saw these twice, like in the wild. I don't know. I was very happy with it. So
I don't know why I haven't pulled the trigger on them yet. The issue is like, so I'm sitting here and Lucas and I were talking about this guy's brother, and I'm sitting here with these 3 cages open. Because this roughly is going to go into this cage, but then these 2 cages are meant for these guys who are nowhere near big enough. So they're going to go into cages that I'm going to get up here. So then I have 2 cages here, which would be great for some grow up blackheads while I figure out the rest of my situation and, build new cages and get them situated and expand my empire.
Yes. Hopefully Keith is successful because then I can grab one from him and
yeah. So these are this is an Eastern blackhead. So
yes.
And I'm tempted to high hell. I've never been this tempted by blackheads before, which is
I
weird.
know you've always kind of shied away from them.
I know. It's I think
what is attracting you to them? Like why?
Well, I think I do as I do other shit. I think as I do other shit where I'm like, I wouldn't want to do that. I'd have to deal with frog feeding. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute. I do that with the Mad Hogs.
Well, yeah, you were always worried about them eating each other.
Right. I mean, there was always that right? tempt. There was always that because you always heard the horror stories, but then like I deal that with Cal Kings. I had ring pythons. Like and
ring pythons are probably the worst.
The worst. Yes. Yeah. I think them and Apodora, but then my female ring killed 2 males before I got her, and then I think did some damage to Ryan's male. So, but I was also above. It wasn't really sitting there the eating each other thing because it's something you just freaking deal with. But right. I think it was more of the having to deal with babies that you'd have to force feed. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to freaking deal with that. And also, they have a hefty price tag for these animals. So I was kind of gun shy about spending that amount of money because something happens and you're like, that's $2,000 that's now looks great floating in liquid in a jar.
Yeah. I think from what I understand, though, is like as soon as they're going.
Yeah, they're going. I know.
They're going, dude. Like,
which, again, you know. It was just something
I was getting them as the breed, getting them going as the breeder. That's the pain in the ass.
It was something I was just unwilling to
deal with.
Around with. Yeah. And then I tried with Womas, and I think if I had had success with Womas, maybe I would have come to this conclusion a little bit sooner. Mm-hmm. But the other thing is that
but you got a bum deal with that because they were shitty Womas.
They were crap Womas. Like, exactly. So the issue is, I think what kind of turned it is, one, Lucas is all about these things, and obviously they're a very pretty animal, and we saw one in Australia. Like we saw one, and out of all the animals we saw in Australia, the pythons that we saw in Australia, the one I don't have is an Oenpelli python and a blackhead. I'm sorry, the 2 I don't have, Oenpelli and blackhead. Right. I have children's pythons. I have carpet pythons. I have water pythons. Like I got them. And you know what? I have olive pythons, even though we missed those. Right. I have scrubs. It's like I'm missing blackheads. And I'm like, all right. The other part of it too is that looking around at shows, because it is something that I know Balin and I and Kohler have been trying to diversify from each other. So the good thing is having all of us lined up and being carpet breeders and being able to work off each other, play off each other, point at each other and be like, well, I don't have one, he's got it. Or I got a boy, but he's got girls, kind of stuff, and point them all out at each other. That's good. But we kind of all figured out that if you're going to do shows, you either need to diversify. Mm-hmm. So not just with Morelia, but with other things. So Kohler's doing a lot of python species, and he's also now doing a lot of locality boa. Mm-hmm. He's got his friend Brock that does skinks set up on his table. And then Kohler's doing Gila monsters and beadeds with Bruce. So he's got a lot of different stuff on his table with that kind of stuff. Balin has jumped in head first into weird ass colubrids.
Yeah, like, sure has.
Like, man. I mean, like he bought a pair of mole snakes at the last, like, you know,
what?
I don't know. They were like red, black, like either mole snakes or mud snakes or something like that. And he's like, I've been looking for a pair like this for years. I'm like, what are they? Like it was, but that's what he's been doing. So,
okay.
And then I'm just trying to get into stuff that, you know, obviously I want to do what I want, but I also don't want to overlap too much with the people that I normally set up next to, you know?
Sure.
There was that one show where I sold white lips, mad hogs, false water cobras, olives, and all this stuff because I was the only guy there with them. So in my head, Balin used to do womas, but he doesn't do them anymore. And nobody at the shows that I regularly attend and vend bring blackheads. There's maybe 1 or 2 that have traveled throughout many owners, many keepers, many whatever the hell's. Very few people that actually bring babies. And when they do, it's a big deal.
Right.
So as I'm sitting here talking about what species I might want to expand into, I dabbled into boas for a little bit. I have my 3 different species of, I'm not counting the 2 other species. I'm not counting the rainbows and the red mountains. I'm talking boa constrictor, constrictors.
Right.
I have my 3. I have my hogs, my Argentines, and my K cockers. I don't want any more. They're interesting, but I don't want to go get down to that rabbit hole. I want to get back to Australian pythons. And I think a good expansion would be Aspidaites. I want to get some really good looking womas from this guy we know. And then I want to dabble into some blackheads. And here's the thing. If I do blackheads and I breed them every other year, I can take my time with the babies. I can worry about getting them going, getting with doing this, getting everything set. I don't need to breed them every year.
Yeah.
But then there's the potential of running into a year where it's like blackheads, white lips, Timors, roughies, carpets, scrubs. Like you just might get lucky enough and then next year it might be womas, olives.
The only thing you're missing is one thing.
What?
There's one species you're missing.
What is it?
Ball pythons.
No, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. Here's the thing. When I get a successful clutch of Papuan carpets, I'll go get a pair of ball pythons just to get it done. Just across, like, this is like the carp. There's a section in my room where it's like, just breed it to get over it. Like, just get it done with.
Get it and get it out.
Get
right?
it and get it over with. That's what the Papuans are in right now. Once that slot is filled, I'll go get myself a pair of, like, I don't know, piebald ball pythons. I'll do it. I'll wholesale all the babies, get rid of the parents, call it done. Then we'll move on to something else. I don't know what else is after that.
I don't know.
It's
the one python that
I don't know either.
Don't touch.
I guess I'm doing berms now. Like, I don't.
Right. For me, this was a step into this. So I've made the decision, I've done this for years. What do I want to do? Do I want to do, and then colubrids will catch my eye and I'll be like, no, stay the course. And then, boas catch my eye and then I'm back to pythons and I'm back to boas and I'm back to colubrids. So it's just this thing,
round and round.
My thing is like, what makes me tick? What am I most happy about? Australian pythons. There's no doubt about it. And it's so easy because for me, it makes so much sense, right? I get to tick off, herping them, keeping them, breeding them. You know what I mean? So to me, it hits all my spots of where I'm happy.
Right. So the list I have right now of stuff I'm looking at is blackheads, woma, diamonds,
inlands,
Gila.
Okay.
Inlands. I think that's it. After that.
So well, for me, I think to make that list, it's similar to what you're saying, right? I have ones of some of them. I have I got the roughies.
I don't want to do ones of things. That's the problem. And that's where I'm at.
No,
now.
I know. But like, I have like one, like I don't have a pair yet. I didn't
complete
the pair. Right.
Like I have the female K cocker. It annoys the shit out of me that I don't have a male. Like it drives me nuts to the point where I'm hoping Brett gets a litter this year because I'm going to tell him to send me a pair.
Right.
Because I've also been in this situation where I'm like, it took me forever to get the boy. Now I have a pair. Oh, the girl died. Now I have a boy, and now now I got a pair again, and he died. Like it.
Yeah, I think for me, it's going to be like 2.2.
Yeah,
that's like kind of like where I'm
best.
thinking,
I think if you're doing the project right, it's a 2.2.
So you're looking at what? So I have womas.
Well, I want 2.2 woma, but I only want one pair of blackhead.
Yeah. Like I'm not going to have 2.2 of.
Well, it's like the thing is like I'm not getting. Somebody offered me Timor, like more Timors. I'm like, I have 2. I'm fine with 2. Like 2 is fine for Timor. Like I know it's a rarity of whether or not I'm going to be successful, but the plan is if I am, I'm going to set up and keep some babies just like I'm doing with the white lips. Like I don't want to just start accruing stuff. Like I'd rather breed my own and line myself up for having an easier time reproducing my own stock. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You're going to hold back. Obviously,
I mean,
some of that, some of that 2.2 is going to be something that, some of them I'll hold back some.
Yeah.
I think
Also,
for like stuff that I love like a lot, then I'll have I've bought 2.2.
Blackheads are also big animals, so like what?
Oh,
5 foot, 6 foot cages minimum.
Yeah,
Right.
Probably
so,
8 is probably
right.
the deal.
So I have to move the retic out of the cage she's in, so I can free up an 8-footer for a female blackhead. Then I have to possibly get more cages, which I always do love getting more cages, to set up for the male blackhead, which means I can probably have some 4s, some 5s, probably 5s. I'd do 5s again. I like those. It's insanity. Everything is insane. So
yeah. And then the other thing I got was the what do you call it? The Priceline Jungle.
Did you just get one jungle from that?
Yeah. This is a male. Very nice. It's going to be one of those tipped out, crazy looking ones.
I like that it looks different than a lot of the other
old
jungles.
School.
Yeah.
Like
you see jungles like, my jungles and stuff like that, where it's like it's black and yellow. Cool. Like this seems different, and I like that.
They are also, I'm going to send it to you in the message.
I'm
sure you know this.
I know everything. All things, everything.
You see it? Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But yeah, this was also Lucas produced this one as well.
Yes.
So,
yes.
To Lucas. Me, that's the more important
I told him
thing.
I'd give him 45 pounds of corn snake for a blackhead, and he said no, thank you.
He said no.
No, thank you.
I wonder why.
He said that we could possibly make out a deal when Womas arrived, but the blackhead was a no-go. So don't worry. Yeah. I'll get him. He'll break.
You'll break him down.
He'll break. I told him that he said you said something about trading Womas for baby scrubs. So I'm like, because that would be awkward. Where he had the adults raise them up, I bred them. Yeah.
Yeah, I would get Southern scrubs, I think, because they're the only ones you can get that are in.
But I love my Wominas. They're just
dude.
I was trying to transfer the female. Because when I try to split them up, I don't really care who I grab. It's just like whoever's available.
Okay.
The female was giving me such a hard time about being moved from one cage to another. Like she was grabbing onto things. And then I'm like, I have you with the hook. Oh, okay. You have the hook now. She's very good at grabbing things and then just pulling back. And then the problem is that she's doing this with like 3 feet of her body while the other parts of her are locked and loaded looking at you. And you just are immediately like, you're above my head. And now I have nothing.
Right.
And I'm not sure how we got into the situation, but you're so pretty.
We have to get you one of those shields, man.
I'm like, I love you. Please don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me. Smack right in the eyes.
I'm waiting for it. One of these times she's gonna just drill me. Yeah.
Oh,
it'll be when she has eggs and I'm like, please, can I have these? She's like, I've had hours to wait for you. No.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
That should be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and one last thing I have, I talked to Brian Taylor, aka BT of Reptile Radio today. That's going to come on for her herp history episode.
The herp history?
Herp history.
Yeah, herp history.
Yeah, it was pretty cool to talk.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, very strange, but awesome guy.
Cool.
He's breeding Womas. He just had a clutch.
I mean, it'd be
Miller line too.
You start crossing things off my list, man. I'm hoping I could get something new this year, even if it's just like water pythons. Like, give me something.
I don't have water pythons again. I need to get them again. I don't know. I keep, but the idea is to breed and then add the next year.
The problem is, out of all the Liasis species, you can skip water pythons.
I know everybody says
they're so far down on my list when it comes. Like the problem is that it's like if you do Liasis, it's like, well, I have to think about it. Number 5 is definitely water python. Everything else, Let me think about it. Hang on.
Yeah.
Like
I would love to have well, I do have olive pythons. Well, I have one, but
I'll get you more.
Yeah, I know a guy. Yeah. I hope what's his name? Lucas produces Pygmy Bandits. That could be something that could be added.
I think
I got my eye on a couple Eastern Simpsons clutches.
I think you would enjoy Savus again.
Savus?
Savus.
Yeah, maybe, possibly.
Like right now, dude, I'm sitting at I have 5 Savu right now. Like
5?
Yeah.
I had a pair back in the day.
None of them look the same. And it's not like, because you and I got babies around the same time, and I think we both like lost them around the same time too.
Yeah.
Like
I couldn't get it to eat, man.
Yeah,
they
just
wouldn't
eat.
They fucking wrapped around.
Oh yeah,
crazy. I want to kill it,
But out of these 3, because I got my trio, I got 2. I got a pair from Chris Balzer. He's in New Jersey. He's a friend of Mike Curtin's.
Okay.
And he does Savu and weird Python stuff. And he's just one of those guys where he like takes all his babies and just wholesales them out. And then like maybe a few people contact him and he puts maybe a few on other people's tables. And that's it. Like you got to know the guy to get his shit. Great guy.
I like his style.
I love it. Great guy. Love his style. Fantastic. Yeah. But he's got some great animals and he keeps them communal. So it's just like he just gets clutches. He goes, I'm like, what are the parents? I don't know, maybe that one. Like, but they're stunning when they're like all I have my trio, which I got a pair from Chris Balzer, and then I traded another something to Ish for one female that he got. So that's where my trio came from. And then Mike dropped off his pair of females, older ones, also from Chris. So they're the ones who I'm giving a shot this year. Curtain's females in my male.
Okay.
Maybe something's happening. The one female looks pretty big, but we'll see. I'm probably going to call it in the next month or 2 because if they're not going to lay, I want everybody eating so that I can hit it. Because pretty soon it's going to be 1 male and 4 females. And it's just going to be like, here you go. You're all in the cage. Good luck, buddy. The thing is he's so different from all of them because he's one of those Savu that almost went all black.
Right.
So from the tip of his nose to about halfway down his body is black and he's got those white eyes. But then everybody else is like speckly patterned and cool looking. So he's really easy to tell apart is what I'm getting at. So it's when I pair them all together, I'll be like, there he is. I don't have to be like putting the olives together. The only reason I'm able to figure out the olives right now is because
you got to put nail polish on his back.
I've done that before. My one female, she's the one who's been mom of multiple clutches for me. She's got these weird little spots on her. So I can tell her. She's also a psycho. But then the other pair were siblings, so they look entirely alike. So I have to guess. And then when the female ovulates and lays eggs, I'm like, there she is. Like it's like I need to. It's hard to tell.
So wait, I did this with Keith. So Keith gave me back the gelatins that I gave him, and once he bred them, whatever, So I have the pair.
Yep.
And I put them together.
Yeah.
And dummy me didn't make any kind of note of a marking or something.
Well, doesn't Keith have pictures of her? Keith's got pictures of her.
I know. I can figure it out.
Right.
But I put them together and then I was like, okay, I'm going to take them apart and feed them and see if anything goes. So I take them apart and I'm like, wait, which one is the male? Shit, which one is the male? That's so much alike.
There are certain parts of that shit that some of that shit terrifies me because luckily none of my corn snakes look alike, none of my cow kings or anything like that. But there are certain ones where it's like I need to do a double take.
Yeah.
Luckily with my rhinos, there's enough of a subtle difference between them that I can tell them apart. But the olive pythons, lost. Timors, I have no goddamn idea.
So the crazy,
but the Timors only ever have to go with each other. So
right. So I know that the female is prettier, right? But the problem is we're in breeding season.
It's winter. Everybody's ugly.
Everybody's ugly. And I'm like, Oh my God. I was relying on just the brightness of the tone of the snakes, to be able to tell them apart, but they're the same color
Can't
now.
tell now. Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep.
But if one lays eggs, I know which one.
Exactly. That's probably the girl.
I mean, I could sex them again for sure, but when you said that, I just thought it was funny because I remember going, shit.
I
mean, idiot.
I love how there are subtle differences and stuff. Like I know my Mac lots, my male Mac is got way more gray and is less patterned than the female. And I'm like, thank God, because I've seen pairs and my Dunai look completely not the same.
Right.
But I've seen pairs where it's like, there's the boy and the girl. I'm like, which one is which? Like even my children's pythons, the female has dark spots. And like, that makes it so much easier. The male has he's very light, so it's like okay. But that's scary because like next year I'm gonna have to pair my my Mandarin rat snakes. They look identical, and I'm like shit, like that's gonna be a thing.
Oh yeah, they're pretty much There's no variability there.
no, there isn't. I'm sure there is subtly. Somebody's gonna get up there and be like, nah, actually, if you look at the back,
for people that look at
shut up,
thousands
shut
of
up.
them, like, exactly, they're gonna see little differences.
What kind of locality is that? Man, I don't know. Like it's, but
oh man, well, good times. That's all I got. I don't know.
No, I got nothing.
Else?
No, I got nothing. I think there's a Oaks show coming up at the end of the month. I'm not vending it, but I will be attending it. That's on the 28th of March. So I will be there, but I know that's when we were supposed to go up to Keith's too.
Yes. Yep.
So that might be one of those. I'm going to go to Oaks, do some shit. I might be at your house later and then we'll go to Keith's. Like
good. Bring my rats.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Worst comes to worst. I may have to just I think I might have to buy a pack of rats. So I give it by some smalls. You'll get what you ordered.
Okay.
Yeah, I will bring you rats. But
I went to the freezer. I'm like, oh, I can feed them. Maybe see if I can push them to ovulate. I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
I should have went. I knew I should have drove last week.
Knew I should have gone up to Owens. Yeah.
Oh man.
So
what are you gonna do?
Will be. Nah, it is what it is.
Yeah, that would be good to go up and see Keith and Teresa and see Matt again and all that and all everybody. So okay, that's all we got for me.
Everyone.
Follow us.
Do the things, buttons, all that
Patreon.
Other stuff. Yep. The network.
As we add the other stuff, we'll be announcing it. But until then, it's kind of
everything's all fluid in motion and stuff like that.
Yep.
So thanks everybody for listening, and we'll catch everybody back here next time for some more Morelia Python Radio. Good night.